because if you do get an interception returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them.
You ain't no vulture, bro. You a Cardinal, bro. You think you ain't a vulture? You a Cardinal, bro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be searching to dip the scoreboard for the first time.
You're not that guy, man.
Nothing as they begin with a 1st and 10.
You're not that guy in this Madden shit, man. Where you from, bro? You from Boston or some shit?
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
You
And he's
from Boston?
upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Huh?
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here.
Nah, bro.
You
gonna lose and quit, bro.
Give their defense
For
just
real.
to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
If I'm up by 30, you're not gonna quit?
Now a throw here to his running back. And some space here. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 73 yards. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead.
Come on. Strapped up that 40 clock. And we on that. Oh, yeah, it's hot here. Yeah, it's hot here.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Pause. No
There's
homo.
Jackson to throw.
Jackson. Action, traction.
Flush to his right.
Action, traction.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
I got something for that. Oh.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dubbbb.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Steps away to his left, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Oh, shoot.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at
How
your
did you
D for
get that
that.
off?
They've got to take care of their own business
What the
and
fuck,
reestablish
bro?
themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the
can't do the
scramble
same
there.
shit,
It'll be
though.
second and a couple. Throwing now is Murray.
You're not good enough, bro. You're not good enough, bro.
What
The fuck is wrong with you? You're not good enough. No.
10,
You're not good enough, bro.
and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
Probably like 37. You even said 21 year old. I'm not even 21 yet. I'm 20.
But we did see there the emphasis.
I said I'm not even 21 years old yet. I'm only 20. My birthday next month, man. And I'm
Fine
sober.
work there on the touchdown run. And the
Thank
Ravens
you,
are able
man.
to strike
How old are
quickly
you,
to
man?
add on to
35?
their lead.
37? Oh, okay. Where you from, bro? Where you from? You from the West East Coast?
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, yeah, I'm from Jersey, bro. I know you probably figure my accent
They'll
and
look
shit.
to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
This shit got ugly real quick, bro.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They start the drive with Connor. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Murray off play action. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
You fucked up.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Murray now. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And incredibly short. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front.
Definitely
as
a
we
big
sit
throw.
in our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Cardinals. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point good by Prater. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
How you know I was gonna run that shot?
18 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Brown has the first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
This is
This
definitely a
offense, they were
classic.
dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
They'll try the left side with Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Murray now to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for him with Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back. So here's an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Jackson's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Good game, Brody.
On play action, it's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter.
You did.
Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Murray. Caught left side, Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw, Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Murray to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Complete at the 1.
Nope.
And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead.
Yeah, it ain't over, bro. You can still get a field goal. If you get an onside kick, you can still get a field goal.
Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything
I'm
they could to try and get the ball on the
accolade,
onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.